Hey guys, welcome to Chase After the Right Price. It's Thursday morning, so that means garage sales. It's bonus day, but a lot of times Thursdays go pretty well, so let's do this thing. Well, I picked up a couple things from the first sale. A Fitbit Charge 2, mint, complete in box, paid $15 for it. And then the Wii system. It doesn't have the controllers or the games because they got a Wii U and are keeping those. So I gave them $15 for it. But it's in excellent shape otherwise. All the manuals, paperwork, system cords, everything else. And I have plenty of extra games and controllers to bundle with it. So it's a good score nonetheless. Well guys, it's been hours and many sales since the first one where I got something. But I think I just got a good score. It's unorthodox, a little crazy, but I paid $10. And I'll show you guys what I got in a second. So here's what I picked up for $10. These are building code books, and most of them are brand new, sealed. So all sorts of different volumes and versions, but I scanned this one on Amazon, and brand new it was $130. The rank was 754,000, which isn't great, but for books it's actually not too bad, under a million, and it will probably sell. The values on eBay are going to look different, but this kind of thing on eBay is still like $50. And you can see we've got a whole bunch of them. I'm probably going to try to send as many as I can to Amazon because I don't want to have to store these, and I can get more if they sell. So awesome little pickup for $10, and hopefully it pans out well. Alright, so I'm home and I'm going to go out and drop off some packages, and this sold right as I got home, so I figured I'd print the label because it would be great to get it out today. It's the Lego Creator Set. I'll show a screenshot. Recently picked this up in a video at a garage sale for $50. It sold for $170 with free shipping, and I'm actually going to ship it FedEx ground for $16. So basically when something like this sells, I measure out the services, or measure out the dimensions of the package and the weight, and then I'll compare on Pirate Ship the lowest cubic priority mail rate with the lowest FedEx ground rate, and ended up going FedEx ground was like $21 cheaper, so that's a no-brainer. Shipping for $16 is a great rate for a package this size, and it's a great sale. This stuff's sitting out at the sale, and she's actually going inside to look for Nintendo games and other stuff. Doesn't seem likely, but we'll see. So I went to that sale, showed you guys Final Fantasy Tactics and Risk Lord of the Rings, which I got for $3. So good deal. She went in to look for the game. She said she just sold an Xbox 360 system, but she thought her brother took the PS1. I said, well, what about Nintendo? She's like, yeah, I think we have some. So she went and looked, found it, but the dad said, nope, that's my stuff. So I didn't get to see it, but I'm still happy. Got Risk Lord of the Rings, or Lord of the Rings Risk, and Final Fantasy Tactics for $3, so great deal. It's been a while. I went to lunch and dropped off my packages, so the load is much lighter, and I've got room to fill it up. I actually just got a text from I've actually got, kind of have two storage unit people. One is consistent, and I see him a lot. The other one just texted me and said he got a Nintendo lot in, sent me some pictures. It looks decent, and usually his prices are really good, so I'm hoping that's going to pan out for today, and I'll bring you guys with me, of course, if it does. Picked this up for $1, and it's actually worth about $15. In really good shape. Well, I just picked up this World of Warcraft trading card deck for $1. I don't know, it might be worth 5 to 10, but I just wanted to keep the conversation rolling because the lady had a Nintendo that she just couldn't find. She said she was going to sell it. Her son told her, nah, that ain't going to sell, take it to Goodwill. And so I'm like, well, I'll buy it. So I left my number. Hopefully it pans out and she finds it and gives me a call. So we'll see. Well, that was a great stop to Disc Traders. I haven't been there in over a month, and it's usually pretty good when I haven't been there that long because it is a lot of fresh inventory. Got 38 items, 6 of which were free. A lot of great deals, so I'll show you guys what I got here in a second. So there's the grand total from Disc Traders, $283.75. It was an excellent stop, 38 items. So I got 6 freebies. I'll go over the freebies first, including Guitar Hero Metallica. As you can see, that saved me 17 bucks. Spyro: A New Beginning, Evil Dead: A Fistful of Broomstick, Crash Tag Team Racing, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, and then one of the SNES controllers was free, which those were actually only marked at $5, so I got all 3 of them. Nintendo brand, $4.99 each, and one was free. Then maybe the best score of the trip, this Harry Potter collection box set for $16.99. I love finding box sets at Disc Traders. They're usually priced pretty well. Call of Duty Legacy, another box set for $5.99. And then some PS1 games, including Gauntlet Legends for $10, Crash Bandicoot for $15, Crash Warped for $10, and Crash Cortex Strikes Back for also for $10. And then Castlevania, the Dracula X Chronicles Complete and Minty Fresh PSP for 28 bucks. And then it was pretty heavy on PS2 and GameCube. So I'll just kind of read them off here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum for 12. Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon for 17. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of Roses for 8. Crash Nitro Kart for 5. Star Wars Battlefront 2 was actually half off because it has some disc damage, so that was 3. Big Air Freestyle on the GameCube. It's an uncommon game, but not too expensive, so I got that for 4. Spyro: A Hero's Tale was 10 on GameCube. Freedom Fighters 6. Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex on PS2 for 5, and then Spyro Enter the Dragonfly for 10. Tie 3 on GameCube for 5, great deal there. Nintendo Land, a good game to bundle with a Wii U, and that was only 99 cents. Crash Twinsanity for 5. SSX 3, that's on the, I believe that is GameCube. Yep, that's GameCube for 6. Tie 2 on GameCube for 8. Time Splitters 2 for 15. Sims 2, that was 12. Incredible Hulk was 4. Spyro: A New Beginning was 13. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 1, so I got all 3 of them on GameCube. That one was 5. Spyro was 8, and then Smackdown Here Comes the Pain, the only game without the manual that I bought. That was 9, but that game's gone up, so that was a good deal. But man, their GameCube selection was solid, PS2 selection was solid, so it ended up being a great stop into Disc Traders. Well, just went to Goodwill and actually got something. It's been a while. I showed the bag in the store. This stuff, no good. Throwing this in the trash right now. But it was $6.09 and came with a Wii remote. So that's nice. More garbage. Another, that's actually not that useful. But it's a 3DS car charger, so I might just throw that in with a 3DS as a nice little surprise. Another silicone case. I mean, I can use those. Doesn't hurt to have them. This is just the non-official wheels. I usually get rid of unless they're like the Nerf ones. But these are always nice to come by, the micro USB cables, and that was included, which can charge like a PS3 controller. So I'll include that with the PS3 system. And this is the official wheel for Mario Kart. I usually can't get these for any cheaper than $4 or $5 a piece. So, and I always need them. And then a Wii remote and a micro USB. So, worth it for $6. So, it's been a long day, but I'm actually meeting at my local McDonald's to sell a train set that I sold on eBay. I've never done a eBay local pickup, but they messaged and were like, hey, can I meet where you're from? And I said, sure. So I didn't have to ship it. It's a huge train set that I paid $7 for, sold it for $80, and didn't have to ship it. It looks like they're right here, so I'm going to drop it off to them, and we'll be good to go.
Okay.
Alright, mission accomplished. Now I'm going to go off to the meat of the storage unit guy I was telling you about. My secondary storage unit guy doesn't get stuff as often as my main guy, but it's going to be a good purchase. He's asking $90 for the stuff that he sent me, and I told him I'd have to look at it, make sure everything looks good, but we're in the same ballpark. Got a feeling like some of the systems might be part systems, so I might have to haggle them down a little bit, but either way it's going to be a good deal, so let's do it. I have arrived, and you can see Game Boy right on top. That was an excellent score. Everything is definitely dirty. But I got it all for $90. Basically, like, when I'm making an offer in a scenario like that, I want to leave a lot of room for me because it's all untested. It's all needs cleaning. It's going to take some elbow grease. But I also want to pony up and make sure that, you know, he's happy with what he's getting. So $90. Originally we were at $75, and then he brought out a few more things. Some GameCube games, some Pokemon games, Pokemon Silver, Gold, and Yellow, and a Game Shark for the Game Boy. So some really nice stuff. A couple ALS Industries GameCube cases, which I love to see because those are worth good money. If you didn't know it, they're worth about $15-20 a piece, including one I got that was brand new. Watermelon N64. Man, I'm going to show it all in good detail here in a second. $90 is what I paid. Here's everything I got from my secondary storage unit guy. $90 all in. The Game Boy box is actually in really good shape, but the system inside, bad. Yellowed, scratch screen. It does work, but it's in terrible condition, so that is unfortunate. This one, he said that it does not work. Those are the only two things that he tested. Everything else I have yet to test. But I got this GameCube game case. This one is brand new, and these are worth decent money for those that don't know. A Game Boy Game Shark. This was something that he brought out after we had already settled on $70 for everything, or $75. He brought out the Game Shark and the 3 Pokemon games, and I said, well, I could do another $15, and he was absolutely thrilled to get that because I think he values games at $1 a piece in general. So that was awesome. Some SNES games: Tasmania, Mario World, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. This I think that'll clean up really nicely. It's got the expansion pack on the inside, the Watermelon N64 with a gold controller. The controller is in rough shape. Scratched up. Who knows if that will work. These games were also something that he brought out. And some of the highlights include Spyro, Disney Party. These are in rough shape. Some of the cover arts are like water damaged. There's Rayman 3 for GameCube. You know, some Tarzan, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger on the bottom. So nothing too crazy, but always nice to find GameCube games, and there's some PS2 mixed in. So that stuff, in addition to this stuff, 3 GameCubes with, it looks like 2 of the controllers are going to be good. That platinum one will be good. This indigo one, and then that black one needs a new joystick, a SNES controller, and some various cords. So the stuff is pretty dirty. The Super Nintendo that you guys probably saw when I was there, it was broken open, unfixable, and there was like tons of bugs inside of it. So I said, yeah, no, I'm not taking that. So I left that with him and got all this stuff. And man, if it all works, even if it doesn't, I'll still do well. But I assume most of it will work, and 90 bucks all in, an excellent score. So here's the first box of the coding books that I got for $10. I'm going to go through them. This box is 42 pounds. To ship into FBA, you can't exceed 50 pounds, so I'm just going to put all these into one batch, and we'll see what it comes out to. And then I will also do this box into another batch, and we'll see the average rank, the potential profit, and everything that goes into it to process 2 of these boxes of books. So let's do it. Well, I went through the first box, and the ranks are pretty horrible. The average sales rank being 2.6 million in books. But the value is just so huge, it's still worth sending them off. $10 buy cost for the first box, the net profit is $1,048. That probably won't actually happen. Like, for example, this one, I had to enter in dimensions, meaning that nobody's ever sent it into FBA. That one skewed the average. That one was like an 8 million rank. So I don't even know if I'm going to send that one off. And it still is like pending for the dimensions and all that. But I would say without that one, the average rank might have been 2 million. But books can sell at that rank. I mean, the fact that they have a rank means that they have sold before. And I put them all at the lowest price for new if new and used if used. I'm going to go ahead and just cut the value in half and assume maybe that's about what I'll get after, 6 months to a year of sales. But for $10 for the first box, very worthwhile. I'll go through the second one and we'll see. So I added 1 book to the first batch, and I'm going to actually just delete this one that's like a 7 million rank, so we don't have to worry about that one. So the value of the first batch is $1,160, and then the second batch, not nearly as good. The second box only had 2 that were sealed and good, but still $187 net profit. Add them together and cut them in half is what I'm going to do for the value. So $1,160 plus $187, somewhere around, let's see, we'll just say $1,300, cut that in half, and the value, about $650, is just what I'm going to roughly estimate for a $10 investment. So that's an amazing score. Thank you guys for watching Chase After the Right Price. It was a slow day to begin, but it ended up being a pretty awesome day. So this was a pretty typical day of sailing, thrifting, selling a few things, getting shipments out, and ended with an awesome score from, a guy that's becoming a friend. So thanks for coming along for the ride. Hey, I really appreciate you guys. Say any of your thoughts down in the comments. I respond to every comment. And man, I put a video out every single Friday at 9:30 Eastern time. So hit that subscribe button if you liked today's video. I got a lot more videos like it in some playlists, check those out, and I got a lot more to come. So subscribe, hit that bell, and interact with me. Thanks again for coming along for the ride. We'll see you next time.